Get the trophy polish out. We've got another one in the cabinet. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Journeyman Save. I am Cultured Left Foot. It's a pleasure once again to have you with me. We are playing Atalanta in the Europa League quarter-finals. Can you believe it? It's incredible to be in it. No chance we're going to win it with teams like Arsenal, Milan, Napoli and Lyonnais, Monaco, Leipzig. They're all much bigger than us. We did get, an easy draw against Atalanta, but let's see how we do. We're going to find out. But before that, we've won the league, which is absolutely brilliant. We came from behind, I think it was, to get a draw against Panathinaikos, which was enough. But the two Patreons, or two of the three Patreons, I should say, getting the goals. Lovro opening the scoring in the 18th minute. Valentin Renard scoring in the 49th for them. Marco Toss making it 2-1 in the 53rd. And then in the 63rd, Valentin Renard got his second goal of the game. But before that, we must talk about this game here against Aris Thessaloniki, where Balic got on the goal ski and Ricky got a double, but man of the match by a distance, Johan ter Horst, and he was absolutely phenomenal, getting 2 assists. Well, look at this, 4 key passes, 2 assists and a goal. 9.3 rating. He was absolutely superb. If we have a quick look at his goal, I just need to convert it to 3D, so bear with me. So Ricky picked up the ball on the left-hand side into Balic. This is ter Horst out here on the right at the moment. Siopis plays the ball forward into Ricky. Ricky comes forward, puts a cross in. It's headed away. Siopis knocks it down and ter Horst, bang, at the near post. Gets his goal. It was absolutely superb. And then to top that off, another goal that he got an assist for, if I just go back into that game. We'll look at one of the assists he gave as well. It was one of the Ricky goals. I think it was this one on the 54th. Del Croy with a throw into Panagionitis. I'm just using this view so you can see the whole screen, see the whole pitch. Del Croy to Panagionitis. Balic is there. Ball through. It's intercepted. He then looks to clear it, which is pretty poor. The right back, Tenes, picks it up. He gives it Panagionitis to Balic. Look at ter Horst just keeping his place out here. Olio with a header on. This highlight is going to last forever if we watch all of this. But Lovro has it at the back. Into Siopis. Into Panagionitis. Keeping the ball well. Balic. Out to Ricky. I keep rolling my R's. Sorry about that. I'm not too sure where that's come from. Ricky, who's also making a bit of a rare start. Sort of gets tackled. It's booted against him. Balic gets tackled. It's a comedy of errors. Djurdovic. It's cleared. Tenes picks it up. Gives it to ter Horst and then stops, puts an outside of the boot. I don't know if you could see that from there, but it was outside of the boot cross to Ricky at the back post. The boy was absolutely superb. And then I guess while we're here, we might as well look at the other one he assisted, which I think was the first, if I remember rightly. I think it comes out round about here somewhere and he picks it up, but I may be wrong as we're looking at a little highlights package. No, it was the other goal. So we'll just go back to this. It must have been Ricky's in the 84th as ter Horst gets it here, squares it to Siopis. Siopis into Balic, back round to ter Horst, I think on the right hand side it is. He again drills it to the back post and Ricky was there. And ter Horst had an absolutely outstanding game, but he misses out today because he's not registered in the squad. He's injured as well, I think. But generally, it's all going very, very well. I mean, managerial support is really good. Dressing room atmosphere is really good. Match cohesion's really good. Yeah, really enjoyed it. We're going to get rid of some of the deadwood in the summer, and we're just going to keep on going, really. We need to just sort out a new right winger is definitely on the cards of something we need to buy. I think Taxahidis, a little bit unlucky he's not going to get his contract renewed, to be honest. He has been very good this season. I think he's averaging like a 7.1, yeah, 7.12, back-to-back 7.1 seasons. Finds himself a little bit unlucky to not be getting a new contract, but at 32, we need to bring some youngsters through. That's what I think anyway. There's a few others as well. We're probably going to look to Yano, I think, will be going at the end of the season. A 30-year-old Georgian, he'll be off. Capital loan will expire, and we probably won't renew it. Although he has got a very good record. We probably will renew it, looking at that. actually. May cash in on Djurdovic, even though he's the captain. I just think we've got better quality players coming through, because we've got Marco Toss, who is going to be probably our starting striker next year, scoring 5 and getting 1 assist in 6 games. Capital, if we can get him back on loan, would be great as well because of his record. And we've got Ivanusek as well, and that's 3 top quality strikers that we've got at the club. And I don't think we necessarily need Djurdovic. I'm not going to force him out, it's just if there's a good offer for him. Obviously at centre-back we've got good options with CLF, Gomez, Berrio and, well, Papasok's retiring. Tenez at right back is pretty good. We'll look to bring in possibly another one with him. Martin Linez got a contract extension of a year. He took a pay cut of over half his pay, which was really good. And then left back, we've got Del Croy, and we'll be looking for another one. Although we do have another. He's just not registered for the Europa League because Linez is cover there. Who is it? It's Severin, that's it. We'll probably look to move him on because he's just not very good, to be honest. But other than that, that's enough of that. Let's get into the game. See you there. And this is how we line up a 4-2-3-1. Mitrushkin in goal. Tenez, Lovro, Berrio and Del Croy at the back 4. Mendy and Taxidis in the middle. Cahul, Jan Petric and Diaz sit behind Ivanusek, who's leading the line. They line up with Berisha in goal. Zappa Costa, now of Chelsea in real life, at right back. Vestergaard, Ferrari and Martella are in the back 4. Freya, Lopez in the middle. Mafia, Parr and Minamino, who I've never actually seen before on Football Manager. Looks pretty good. Play behind Qtron. So let's get into the game. We're going to go out there. Are we home? We are at home, assertively. Go and give the fans a performance to cheer for. We are starting in the 4-2-3-1. May mix it up to the one with the holding midfielder, the 4-1-2-2-1, as I call it. And we'll see how that happens. The absence is going to be... We've looked good in training. We've prepared for it. Cahul, I know I can rely on him. That's not a problem. We're in a different sort of challenge. Any team would miss a player of his calibre. Let's get out of this because we can go back to... We don't really see this stadium that often, do we? 2D Classic. Let's bump the speed back up a little bit again. Replays are still on in 2D. So, into the game we go. First highlight, Tenez to Panagaitis into Mendy. Mendy to Jan Petric, who makes a debut. Ivanusek. Oh, what a save from Berisha. And Jan Petric, I said making his debut. I didn't mean that. He's just getting a start because Fortounis hasn't quite recovered from injury. Fortounis is on the bench, but I wanted to give Jan Petric a go as Kalou shoots, and it was hit his own man. I'm surprised it wasn't an offside. It actually went out for an Atalanta throw. Now, something we should say, we have a whole week off in between these games. We've only got like 2 games left in the league. So in between this and the next leg, we have no other game. So it means I can rest everybody and they can take part fully in training. I don't have to rest them from going to training. And in theory, it means we can put out our strongest 11 in both games, which is really, really good. Whereas at Atalanta, with Serie A, I think have a game in the middle between. So they're going to have to do some sort of resting midweek. So it's going to be interesting. Corner, Lopez puts it in for Atalanta. Minamino on the edge. Ball in, it's deflecting around. Ferrari's there and puts it away like a... I was going to try and make some sort of car joke, but when I used the phrase like it didn't really go anywhere. Lopez puts it in, finds Minamino on the edge, and I now need to check. The microphone is working. I just thought I hadn't checked before I started recording. Ferrari puts it in, and it's 1-0 Atalanta, and they get an away goal. Very disappointing. Damn it. Into half-time, still that 1-0 lead for Atalanta. We are just struggling. Oh, it's time for everyone to dig in. Come on, let's go for some encouragement. I think we are just going to... We're going to say there's an ability for them to make a real difference. But Ivanusek is going to come off and be replaced by Djurdovic. And we're going to go from there. That's the only change we'll make. The club captain comes on up front. Ivanusek not having a good game in front of goal. Getting a very poor rating, to be honest. And Cahul is tackled very well by Martella. And we're going to have to do this the hard way. Coming up to an hour gone in the game, and we are coming back into it, dominating possession, having a few more shots than them, but not really taking our chances. Gil Diaz is having a terrible game on the left-hand side on a 6.3. We're going to bring Fortounis on, and I'm just wondering if we do Fortounis out there, or do we swap these two over? We'll keep Fortounis on the left, because Jan Petric's not playing too badly. We're going to make our third and final sub as well, and Balic is going to come on to replace Mendy, who also not playing particularly well. We may, for the final 20 minutes, go to the 4-2-2-1. Not sure. Let's see how this plays out as Del Croy has a throw. Jan Petrik's there, but he's tackled. But he gets it back. Well done, Petrik. Well done, Jan. Fortunis comes forward into Djurdjevic's feet. Now, Djurdjevic and Fortunis is a partnership which is linked together very well through the years. But Berisha makes a very good save, or an easy save anyway. And coming up to 15 minutes to go, let's mix it up. So, Taxidis is going to play back there. Jan Petrik and... Oh, no. Jan Petrik and Balic can swap over. And then we're actually going to put Jan Petrik as the inside forward out there. Kahul as the inside forward here. Djurdjevic is on. We should be looking for the overlap. We are. Let's get these guys as a complete wing backs on attack and really get forward on it. Really go and push the game to Atalanta. Now, I'm risking giving away a second away goal, which I know would be pretty disastrous. But I feel like we need a goal so that we're much more in the tie for the second leg. As the time ticks down, let's just go up from control to attacking for the last 5. Now we are really out, as much as my formations go, we are all out attacking right now, but it doesn't look like it's going to make a difference, and we'll be going into the second leg 1-0 down unless something happens here. Zappacosta with the throw, Fruia into Mafi, Morosini, Fruella again. Atalanta keeping the ball well. We get a tackle in. Balic as well. Fortunis. There's the full-time whistle though. We couldn't launch a counter. I was wondering why it suddenly just stopped. We should... I'm going to say not good enough. Motivate them for the second leg, which we will be back for in just a second. So hopefully we can overcome this 1-0 deficit and get a result in the second leg. And we'll see you right there. And here we are for the second leg. We start in the 4-1-2-2-1 formation. A few changes. Mitrushkin in goal. Tenes, Barrio and Lovro and Del Croy is the back 4, the same as last time. Del Croy has a stubbed toe, so is questionable. My medical team actually said he shouldn't play, but he's in because Linez, the backup left back, has torn his hamstring or something. He's out for 6 weeks, so he's going to miss the rest of the season. Taxidis plays in the holding midfield role. Balic and Mendy are in the middle. Fortunis on the right, Gildias on the left, and Marco Tos starts up front in a big game. On the bench, Capino, Gomez, Kahul, Capital, Papasok, Djurdjevic and Ivanusek. Jan Petrik misses out altogether. Sorry, Jan. Berisha is in goal. Zappacosta, Versteguide, Ferrari, Messina, Lopez, Frula, Minamino, Par, Carbone and Crouton starts for Atalanta. It's a big game. Let's get out there. We owe Atalanta after the first leg. We don't need to say anything else. Saying that I was disappointed at the end of the last game. I did the press conference by myself. I didn't send the assistant. I've got the players up for this game. We just need to show them who's boss. And Carbone has a corner. Barrio with a good header away. Zappacosta picks it up. Zappacosta turns. Little ball into Carbone. Tackled and it's hoofed clear by Del Croy. Can't get there for the counter-attack. And Minamino comes forward to the ball. And Del Croy again with a good tackle. That stub toe not holding him back. Marco Tos turns. What can he do? Ball through to Gildias, who had a terrible game in the first leg. And that's a terrible, terrible shot. Hopefully that's not going to dictate the rest of his game, because he's a very crucial player for us and he needs to step up and show why he is so good. Other news, Lovro, you've got a new contract. You're on $2,000 a week because you're greedy and you wouldn't negotiate down, or your agent is greedy and wouldn't negotiate down for you, so well done for that. You are probably most likely going to be a starting centre-back next year. The plan, if I'm honest, to have all the Patreons starting in next year's team. So Jan Petrik, Lovro and Marco Tos. I'm hoping he'll be starting. We look like we could be playing ourselves into a bit of trouble there, but we get out of it. Gildias comes forward up to Marco Tos. Marco Tos keeps running with the ball. Shoots from range, not very well. High, wide and handsome, but we are showing our attacking intent, which is fine by me. Another corner though. Carbone in. They will score from one of these eventually. Marco Tos with a header away. Balic picks it up. Looking forward to Gildias, who gets there, but Zappacosta recovers very well. I thought Gildias was just going to knock that past him as Mendy picks up the ball. Panagaitis, Balic, out to Fortunis on the right-hand side. Fortunis looks to beat his man. He does. Skips past him. Ball across. Ferrari heads clear. Par with a header down. And it looks like Atalanta are going to break on us. But Coutron is pretty isolated. He's gone on his own. Shoots. It's pretty poor. 25 minutes in. Still 1-0 on aggregate to Atalanta. Throw in. Tenes. It's non-stop. Panagaitis is tackled, but Fortunis picks it up. Balic on the edge of the area. What can he do? Back to Fortunis. Fortunis. Back to Balic. Ball across. It hits whoever that was. I think it was Mendy. Panagaitis out to Del Croy with his stub toe. Ball in. Marco Tos. Oh! I could feel myself getting excited, and he's headed it over the bar. It's all Olympiacos at the moment, though, which means Atalanta are definitely going to score. So, into half-time, it's 0-0 in the game. It's still 1-0 Atalanta. It's just not happening for us on the wings and everything like that. I think we're going to... I'm going to keep the same guys out there. I'm going to... What do I say? What do I say? What does he reckon I say? He says, we appreciate their efforts. Okay, it's a big game. Passionately, I'm happy. Keep it up. They're happy with that. But I'm not happy about how it's actually working. So we are going to put Fortunis in behind the striker. Mendy and Balic will stop over. Oh, no, Balic has to play there. We'll do that. Diaz on the left as a winger. Fortunis on the right as a winger. Let's try and get this going. Shorter passing. I want us to keep the ball. We will up the tempo. We will go attacking. We need to get that goal. They're going to be playing on the counter-attack, and this might play into their hands, but it's what we need to do. I'm just wondering if we can exploit. We're going to watch it. I'm just going to pause it here, and for a little bit of time, I know this is going to make it really, really long, the episode. I'm just going to watch it. I just want to see what Zappacosta's doing, because we might... Look how high he pushes on. Okay, they're finding him out there, but if we can exploit that space by clearing or exploiting the left flank... We're just going to watch it again. We're going to watch it for a little bit longer. It does make it quite interesting as well, because you don't know... A key highlight normally obviously ends in a key chance or something like that, but... Yeah, Carbone is forward, crosses, and we beat Minamino in the air. Federa is on the edge, shoots. Mitrushkin was a good save. I just want to watch how often Zappacosta pushes up so much like that. Lovro with a good head away. Lopez gets there on the rebound. Zappacosta turns at Minamino with a bit of space and time. Didn't shoot for some reason. Gone the long way round. Very much so the long way round. And it's headed away. Barrio there. See, Zappacosta sprints back. But now, as soon as they get the ball, he should now, in theory, go on the overlap. He should keep pressing up, but he's not. Maybe they've changed it. Yeah, I feel like I'm just watching Zappacosta too much. We're going to give it a little bit longer. Sorry about this if full highlights isn't your thing. It is the best way to see tactically how you can exploit the game. So Fortunis into Balic. Balic back to Panagaitos. We're just, yeah, he's been very defensively solid, but he does absolutely bomb on. That is something I'm going to try and exploit, I think, as Minamino is fouled by Del Croix, and I think I've seen enough just to try and understand. We'll go back to key. I would argue if you're new to Football Manager, definitely watch a full game or comprehensive or at least extended, because you do learn the most out of the game. But we're going to tactics. We're going to do this. We're going to exploit the left flank. We're going to play more direct, exploiting that left flank. We're going to go up to a normal defensive line. We're going to close them down a little bit more. See if we can hit them on the counter-attack. We're going to just drop to standard, though. Do I clear the ball to the flanks and exploit the left? I don't think we need to play out of defence anymore. Let's go for that for now. I'm just wondering if there's... Right, Marco Toss, you're going to come off and be replaced by Djurdovic. And Cahul is going to replace Fortunis, who hasn't had a brilliant game. We'll leave it there for now, because we can go two up front if we have to into the final moment. So let's see if we can exploit that Zappacosta pushing on wing-back sort of role. As nothing's happening at the moment. We're upping it. We're going back to attacking, because we really need to push forward. We're going to give up possession. We've only had one shot on target, which is absolutely abysmal. We are now going to... I'm going to go quite extreme. Diaz, winger on attack. Cahul, you may as well be a winger on attack as well. We don't really need people coming back. We're going to clear the ball to the flanks, still exploit the left, but mix up the passing, higher tempo, close down more. We're going to play a higher line, because we really need to get into... I've only got one yellow card with De Croix. We'll leave it like that for now. I'm going to give it until... If it gets to 80 and we haven't scored, it's 2 men up front. Zappacosta picks up a yellow card. I'm just going to tell them... I'm just going to demand a bit more from them. So let's see what happens with... We're into 10 minutes to go, and we are going to go two up front. Balic is going to be the sacrificial lamb. He's not having the best of games. It's going to be... Oh, Capital... I've been slagging him off, and he's going to produce some magic for us. I can feel it. I've been slagging him off, saying, you know, we haven't played him enough. He's actually got a very good goal scoring record. So, I'm not going overload, because that ends the game. Play it. All the dice have been rolled. Mitrushkin he'll probably just hoof this now. Oh no, he does play it short. Barrio. looking to exploit that left wing straight away. Panagoitos, Mendy, Gil Diaz up the line. Capital get there. He doesn't get there. Vestergaard is tackled. Ball across. It's in. Goal's there. We got the goal. Now what do I do? Do I keep playing like this? It's literally only our second shot on target. Mendy into Gil Diaz. It was a terrible pass to Capital, but I don't know what the defender's doing here. Vestergaard, he just dallies on it. First time cross from Capital, and Cahill is there, coming in. Hasn't had the best of games. Oh God, it's the chance to get to the Europa League semi-final. Barrio's picked up a knock as well, and they've got a highlight. I haven't changed anything. Berisha, Tenes wins the header. Djurdovic up to Capital. He's through 1-on-1. Capital scores! He's put it in. The boy on loan from Man United. Atalanta need 2 goals. Atalanta need 2 goals to win this. I definitely have to change something up with this game. Berisha with a goal kick long to absolutely nobody. Tenes wins the header. Djurdovic. And then he just sees the run. Capital cuts across his man. 1-on-1. Great composure from the youngster. The young English lad, Capital. And I'm going to have to just drop these guys back. I can't really do much else. I could probably drop both of these back, so we'll have Taxides in there, deep line playmaker on defend, that's fine. Mendy is a ball winning midfielder on support, so at least someone pressures them. Winger, we'll go wide midfielder on support, and we'll drop you to a winger on support. We don't need to clear the ball to flanks, don't need to exploit the left. Short, retain, close down sometimes, much lower tempo, defensive, waste time because there's only 5 minutes left, a slightly deeper line. Not fussed about working the ball into the box anymore. Stay on your feet. Be more disciplined. We'll sit a little bit narrower. We're going to keep a structured shape. Oh my... If we do this. Defensive fullback on defend. Defensive fullback on defend. Confirm. Play. This has been incredible. The 82nd and the 85th minute our goals came. And it's into 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes. There's 2 minutes left. Dangerous free kick. Lopez, Mafi, Morushi, Mendy hoofs it clear. Djurdovic is through 1-on-1. Just have the pace. Have the pace. Hold him off and shoot. Good save. Back to Djurdovic. And then I think it was a tackle or a save and he's missed. I mean, they need 2 goals in 40 seconds. Lopez to Mafi. Mafi shoots from range. That's terrible. That's going to be the end of the game. And we're into the Europa League semis. Somehow. That is incredible. Cahill has it on the right. Just keep the ball. There it is. Come on. Panagoitos to Diaz on the left. And it's done. It is over. Get in there. What a result. Inside 3 minutes, we've turned this game around. Oh my God. Done absolutely brilliantly. Oh my God. Monaco beat Milan. Arsenal have gone through. Leipzig beat Napoli. Wow. Leipzig is probably the game we want. It's got to be Leipzig, isn't it? It's got to be Leipzig in this game we want. Arsenal are currently 5th in the Premier League. Monaco 2nd in Ligue 1. Leipzig 3rd in the Bundesliga. It's so tough. But the semi-finals of the Europa League. Barrio is out. He can be out for 6 to 8 days. That's totally fine. 891k. I'm just going to let the assistant do that. Barrio with a superb performance at the back. Won all of his headers. All 15. Which is incredible. Right. Let's get into the draw. Semi-final draw. I honestly never thought we'd get this far. It's on the cards to win it. And I haven't said that this series. But, oh, Del Croy misses the next game. Oh, God, and Linez won't be back in time. So we're not going to have a left back. We'll cover that. Lovro, you're going to be utility. I think you'll be playing there, my friend. But, and there you go. Look, you're happy with the new contract. 2.4k a week it was. Sorry, not 2k a week. 2.4k a week. What a... You've got to leave a like for that. That was an incredible performance. 2 goals in the last 5 or 10 minutes or so. And here we go. View the draw. Arsenal, Monaco, us, Leipzig. First out of the hat, Arsenal. They'll be playing Olympiacos, which means it's Monaco versus Leipzig. We get probably the hardest draw we could. we'll have a quick look at them, even though we all know about them. Hector Bellerin is their key man. He's all right. I mean, he's not brilliant technically, but pace-wise, he's very, very good. Then Donker is their captain. That's interesting. I didn't know they'd signed him. Yeah, let's have a quick look at their danger men. Who's scoring all their goals? Their goals are being scored. Not that many. Milik and Lacazette up front. Not a bad partnership, to be honest. I saw Lacazette did miss a penalty in the last game. And assists-wise, again, they're not having an incredibly good season, to be honest. I suppose they are 5th. They're out of the Champions League places, but are being dominated by Man City, United, Chelsea, Tottenham. But, wow. It's drawn against Arsenal, and that is when we will be back. Our league season will be finished, so it will be Europa League football or nothing. So that will probably be the end of the season, let's be honest. But we'll be back for the game against Arsenal. What a fantastic victory. I can't believe we've done it. Europa League semi-finals, here we come. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.